El Paso once again dominating the national conversation as thousands of migrants enter the United States to declare asylum. The influx comes on the heels of President Joe Biden ending former President Donald Trump's Remain in Mexico policy.
Republicans today are saying the border situation is worse than when it was during the Trump's presidency. The policy should be reinstated, while Democrats say they're trying to solve the errors of the former administration. But it's not a quick fix. ABC 7's Rachel Phillips joins us live from the U.S.-Mexico border with the latest.
Yeah, Kate and JC, ABC News revealed some staggering numbers tonight, revealing just how serious the situation on the border is getting. But Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas told ABC News things are under control. It's just going to take some time.
We have seen large numbers of migration in the past. We know how to address it. We have a plan. We are executing on our plan, and we will succeed. This is what we do.
That plan includes dispatching emergency help to assist the federal government in creating more facilities to address the needs of children. But how quickly can the supply meet the demand? According to ABC News, right now more than 5,000 unaccompanied children and teens are in Border Patrol custody. 823 of them have been in custody for more than 10 days. The legal limit is just 3 days.
What it looks like are children standing up with nowhere to sit down, children who can't all lay down at the same time or can't lay down at all. There were babies who hadn't crawled in weeks because there was nowhere for mothers to put them down. It means a disaster.
Mayorkas says the system was dismantled by the Trump administration entirely. So now they are
rebuilding the system as we address the needs of vulnerable children who arrive at our borders.
But Republicans disagree, saying the Democrats are the ones that have created a humanitarian crisis.
The traffickers are smart. Cartels are smart. They know our laws, policies, and this started right after the election. In the last 2 months, we've seen a real surge.
Representative Michael McCall, a Republican from Dallas, says he wants the current administration to revisit the migrant protection protocols because he said they worked.
And we're going back to catch and release. And we're going back to kids in cages all over again. And this is something that President Trump and his policies with respect to Remain in Mexico and Central America had stopped.
According to the nonprofit Human Rights Watch, that policy exposed migrants in Mexico to rape, kidnapping, extortion, assault, and psychological trauma. Instead of that policy, this is what the Biden administration is doing.
We are encouraging children not to come. Now is not the time to come. Do not come. The journey is dangerous. We are building safe, orderly, and humane ways to address the needs of vulnerable children. Do not come.
And Kate and JC, even though the Biden administration has told migrants not to come now, some are worried we could see numbers increase of migrants trying to cross the border. Ruben Garcia of the Annunciation House told ABC News that he expects the surge could surpass that of 2019. Reporting live from the U.S.-Mexico border, Rachel Phillips, ABC 7.
All right, Rachel, thank you. And ABC News, again, was in the borderland for most of last week. That, of course, includes El Paso. The network's coverage culminating with the airing of This Week with Martha Raddatz earlier this morning.
We join you this morning from El Paso, Texas, Mexico, just beyond that fence you see right behind me.
That fence, a familiar sight for many in El Paso, and even for many of us who have reported from it many times in the past. The network held a panel with Secretary of Homeland Security Alejandro Mayorkas, Doug Ducey, who's the governor of Arizona, Representative Michael McCall from Dallas, Representative Judy Chu from California, as well as network correspondents Terry Moran and Matt Gutman, with CNN political analyst Laura Bernales Lopez as well.
There has been backlash directed at ABC News today from their coverage. Earlier this morning, Congresswoman Veronica Escobar of El Paso took to Twitter to voice her concerns. In a tweet, Congresswoman Escobar wrote, quote, "Welcome to El Paso, This Week ABC and Martha Raddatz." She accused them of parachuting in to use El Paso as a prop while excluding local voices and Democratic lawmakers. She said that keeps the focus off solutions she needs. She said, "I encourage the shows that visit here to elevate the folks on the ground working on solutions." ABC News reporter Martha Raddatz had this to say to Congresswoman Escobar. Quote, "Rep. Escobar, with all due respect, I have spent a tremendous amount of time along the border over the years and have been here the last 4 days on this trip so we could listen to local voices and see for ourselves. We do look forward to having you on the show in the future, end quote.
We'll, of course, continue to follow this situation.